Hello, my incisive friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. Let's dive into some of the weeds here a little bit. How powerful are they really? Whatever the intelligence is that is behind these craft that are undeniable now after so many well-documented incidents with multiple corroborating forms of data from radar to professional craft experts who are taught different shapes of planes and stuff as part of their job in the military, the most advanced sensors. We know these craft are real. And the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program admitted the observables, what he called them, the 5 observables. And one is this instantaneous power, flight characteristics, ability to go from 0 to Mach 10 without breaking the sound barrier, interestingly enough. So how powerful are they really? Well, you can certainly assume they're probably more intelligent and powerful than just the craft reveal. That's an important thing to really think about. Are they going to send the very best, most powerful of their technology, or just what's needed? Well, there's a way to find out a little bit about this, at least make some mathematical, logical deductions. You could use how much faster their craft are than our craft and assume a minimum that their craft only, just the craft, because they could be concealing greater abilities, their craft only would have that percentage more powerful, faster, and less detectable weapons and other abilities. So just to review that one more time so you understand, use how much faster they are, their craft, are than our craft, and you could logically use that as a mathematical grounded formula for assuming other aspects of their abilities. And of course, we're still only talking about just the craft. So if they're 3 times faster than anything we have, or our average craft, then they would have 3 times more powerful weapons, 3 times faster weapons, 3 times less detectable weapons, and a bunch of other abilities that I'm not even considering here. So there is a mathematical input that you can make from observation, and you can make quite a few actually if you really think about it. And these can give us some minimum points and some parameters. Now, they're most likely not showing their very top abilities, the range or power, and you can assume that their abilities that they have most likely would boggle our best scientists and experts. Let's say they're 3 times more intelligent only. They would know things that would boggle us. If, as I believe, they create mission-based biological humanoids, that in itself has been reported many times, and even officials have spoken about biological samples, which is a really crude way of saying bodies or body parts. So if they can create mission-based biological humanoids, that likely reveals a much higher technology level than the craft display. If you can do that with biologicals, make a biobot, essentially, with who knows what other abilities attached to it. Maybe it's a full avatar for an intelligence somewhere else, a hive intelligence or a species. That's pretty incredible. We know this is true for a bunch of different reasons. A bunch of just top witnesses have testified to the fact that their bodies have craft integration aspects. Sometimes their hands or a stomach port I bet it's highly likely if they can do these mission-based biological humanoids, they could likely recreate any creature on our planet and then specialize it to do certain things. You know, a biobot, essentially. They likely could cure any human medical condition, which is pretty extraordinary. This is something else that I thought was really interesting. They're powerful enough, we can tell, to get data from a distance. However, they choose or need to go to the surface for some reason. Why? If they could get all this information from a distance, why are they needing to get to the surface? And go under the water and into mountains? Do they need physical samples? Collecting DNA? Excuse me, are there some sort of physical interactions in or on our planet they're participating in? Are they helping us somehow or some way? Or using our planet for some unknown reason? Maybe they're not from any other place. Maybe they're just from here. They could have moved from another planet in our solar system. Remember, Mars had an ocean and an atmosphere and a magnetosphere, and once it lost its magnetosphere, all the life dried up, and we see Mars now millions of years later. But we know it had water and oceans and maybe life. You can possibly even assume that they could destroy all of Earth's militaries in less than 6 hours. If you take all the craft seen and 3 times their abilities, it would likely be in less than 6 hours. They could destroy all of Earth's militaries. Just from what we've seen. They could operate inches from us and we wouldn't know. You can assume that. Our camouflage technology right now is just stunning. This one gets a little interesting. They most likely have astonishing nano-robotics and nanobiobotics. I don't know if you've seen those pictures of the miniature moths and flies and mosquitoes that DARPA has made. They're absolutely incredible with cameras. They're not, you know, completely autonomous yet, but they can fly around for a couple seconds. They likely know every language on the planet. And they could even have a limited ability to read our thoughts. Now, I say limited ability because each human's brain is plastic. It's a little different. I don't think that they can do as much as some people might think. But they almost certainly have the ability to know our emotions from a distance because of chemicals and certain classic signatures and brain waves that are detectable from a distance. You know, your brain does kick out waves, detectable. I have 3 EEGs here I can show you. This is an interesting one I love to think about. They could be from our future or distant past. They could even be something totally new we don't have any analogies for. There's no analogy on the planet that matches what these things are. There's nothing else in their class. It could be something like people have spoken about a species spirit energy. It could be some sort of telekinetics or manifestation of matter by certain special individuals or a secret group. Or it could be some unknown intelligence native to our solar system. Maybe, like we spoke about in previous videos, it could be part of the whole structure of the universe. It's part of the program, the grand simulation, the zookeepers in the zoo. Pretty interesting information in this exploration here. You can definitely get some metrics here and make some logical assumptions. What do you guys think?